It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles, Justin Fields of the Bears.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Back deep, Demir Berg. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, they did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Buying time to his left. There he goes inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 5 now. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An option handoff given to Sanders. Fast foot. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 54 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, baby.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The screen pass here to Cohen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders running right through him. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come get some. Come on with it, man.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Finding his target, it's Ward. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Greg Ward there to make the grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A shotgun snap, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. This is caught inside the 15. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield.
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Montgomery. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! 38 yards for David Montgomery. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Ward. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. The offense is right back out there who just got on the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A give. This is Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Fields. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. Touchdown, Bears! Tariq Cohen from 13 yards out. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter. And the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Rager. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Fields on first down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 10, 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.